Hi everyone, it's Robin, Poised Professional, and this video is dedicated to a natural highlight, contour, and how to sculpt your. I moisturize my lips with some Vaseline to get them prepped and ready for whatever lipstick I want. And I am going to put a toner on my face by Aveda. I just sprayed on my face. Now this helps your product slide through your face a little bit easier and you can use less products. So I am using Aveda Hydrating Cream for oily skin, to hydrate my skin. And you only need a little bit. And I'm just going to spread that all over my face. And I'm going to rub that in. And make sure you get underneath your eyes and in your eyebrow as well. A nice moisturized skin will help the application of your concealer and your foundation to go on smooth. Next, after my moisturizer, I am going to use NYX Photo Prime Face Primer. And I'm going to use a little bit of that. I am not going to use a lot because a little go a long way. The same amount. And I'm going to apply that just like I applied my foundation. Sorry, my moisturizer. And we're going to rub that in as well. Remember, a good prep skin will allow your product to glide on very quickly. And get underneath your neck because I do put product underneath my neck just to even out the skin tone. Alright ladies, let's go ahead and start with these brows. I'm starting with the Anastasia Pencil and Soft. And I'm going to brush them up following the shape of my brow. And ladies, remember, eyebrows are meant to be sisters, not twins. I am going to start at the end, the tail of the brow. And I'm going to use small strokes at the bottom of the brow. And I'm going to slowly fill that in with the strokes just sweeping away from my face. And then after I start at the end, I'm going to work my way to the center and then to the beginning of the brow. Now you can make your brows look like twins, quote unquote, but they are meant to be sisters. So it's okay if your brows are slightly off. And I say slightly as in not looking like brothers and sisters, but you know, they can resemble. All right, ladies, when you get to the front of your brow, you want to move that pencil up. So I am stroking up, following the direction of my hair. And then I am filling the top of my brow. And I take the brush on the back of the pencil and I'm going to blend in any stroke so you do not see where the pencil was at. And you can just sharpen it up as you like. You can make it dark or light, or you can keep it like that. I am going to do the exact same thing on my other brow, and I'm going to come back once my brows are filled in with the pencil. Okay, ladies, so once our brows are filled in with the pencil, I am going to use Benefit brow product and an angle brush. And it is a wax and a powder. And so I mix the two together. I take a little bit of the wax, as you can see, and then a little bit of the powder. And what I use this for is to make my brows darker. So my pencil gave me the shape, and this is going to make them darker. And I start on the tail and the arc of the brow. And I am using slow, not slow, but short sweeping motions. And I go to the front of the brow, and I am using small strokes going up. And you can make your brows as dark or as light as you want to. You do not have to use this step. If you just like the pencil look, you can stay with the pencil look. And I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other brow. But I like to do this just to give my arc a little bit more deepness in color because my brows the hairs are not thick. So I do that and I like it that way. So it's up to you. So you see how I am sorry. You see how I am stroking the brows? And you can clean that up. And I like that right there. I'm going to go in and make the arc a little bit more deeper. All right, so after this part, I am going to add you brush up the products to blend everything to make sure everything is nice and smooth because you don't want the strokes to be seen in your brows. So next, ladies, I am going to go to sculpting the brow. I am using an angle brush from MAC. I like this brush because I like the tip and I like how the sides are angled. So I am using the LA Girl Pro Concealer. And I start on the highlighted part. I place it right there in the center. And then I work my way towards the tail of the brow. And I get as close to the brow, the arc of the brow, and to make it very, very clean. And if you have too much product on your brush, you can go ahead and wipe that off. and you can scope that to your liking. All right, ladies, so once you get that nice and clean the way that you like it, you can move to the front of the brow using short stroke motions. And I am using the tip of the brush, and you can fill in the front of your brow. What I like to do, I like to use a color that's very close to my skin tone. I start on the side of my brow, and then I work my way towards the front when I am at the top of the brow to scope it. And I like to use the color of my skin tone, because I don't want to take a picture and then you can see the brows where the light color is around it. I do not like that. I like the brows look very nice and natural. So once you got it scoped to the way you like, you want to take your brush and you want to push the product down underneath. You want to bring it down. So this way you are smoothing the product out. So make sure you take that brush and you push down. And then at the top, you take the product and you push it up towards your forehead. This way you don't want to see the line of the concealer. So you move it on up towards your forehead and you smooth it out. And I'm going to take my ring finger and I am going to blend that product out. So ladies, I am going to I am going to go ahead and scope my other brow and I'm going to come back. Okay, ladies, so I thought I recorded me correcting my skin. I corrected my skin with the deep orange color and the MAC concealer palette in medium deep. And I am taking NC 42 and NW 40, and I blended those two concealers together with my ring finger, and I am placing it right underneath my eye. I do not place the product directly underneath my eye, but I place it on the bone and I work my way up so you can have a very smooth application so it doesn't look cakey underneath the waterline. I am using my ring finger because our ring finger is softer and we have more blood flow with that's run through our ring finger. And I am just patting that away to blend that underneath my eye. And I'm making it as smooth as possible because I do not want any I don't want any cakiness underneath my eye, and I want it to be very smooth. I'm going to take the same two colors and I'm going to go down the center of my nose because that is a highlighted part. The cubic bow, which is right above your top lip, and the center of the chin. And I'm just going to smooth that out and work my way up and make sure it's blended as much as it can with my finger. Okay, ladies, I'm taking my blender and I am blending my life away. Next, I am using NARS Sheer Glow Foundation in Marco, and I am using a Real Technique brush, and I am buffing that into my skin. I am not taking that foundation and going towards my highlighted area. Go on the side of your nose and your nostrils. Don't forget that area. And I am taking NARS Creamy Concealer, and I'm putting it right there on the bone, and I'm going to blend in going up. So go up, and this is just to give me an extra highlight. Next, we're going to contour using the Anastasia palette in medium. I am taking those two colors in an angle brush from NARS, and I am squeezing in my cheeks. And you can follow your you can follow your jaw bone line on the side of your face, and right above the arc of your eyebrow, the perimeter of your forehead, the arc of your other eyebrow, and do the same thing on that bone. Also do your jawline, and we're going to do the bridge of our nose. Basically, you're going to follow the bone structure of your face. Your face is going to tell you where to contour. And you're going to bring that in. And I love to do my nose. Just a slight difference, and it's like, boop. And now, ladies, we are ready to start our baking process. Okay, ladies, I'm using a banana powder and a beauty blender to set my highlight. And the purpose of this powder is wherever you apply the highlight with the cream, you want to put a powder there to make sure that it doesn't move. So I just put a little bit in my hand, and I am taking my beauty blender, pressing it in there. And I'm going to press it underneath my eye where the highlight is at. And I'm just pressing it in there, and I'm going to go across. And I'm going to smooth it out because I don't want it to be chunky. I want it to lay on my face and make it as nice and smooth as possible. And I'm going to do that to the other eye as well. And just wherever you put that highlight, that lighter color, that's where you're going to apply the powder. And you're going to let it sit there for a couple of minutes. And let it bake. And the baking part, just I don't know why they use the term bake. I don't know why. Alright, so I'm going to put it underneath my contour to bring that out. Because you want that contour to pop. You want that jawline to pop. Put it underneath there to bring that out. And I am also going to put it down the center of my nose. I am using the tip of the Beauty Blender so I can have a sharp line. I wanted my contour to be nice and crisp on top of my lip and on my chin. And a little bit on my forehead. I don't really do a lot on my forehead, but just enough. And I'm just making sure that it's blended and not chunky underneath my eye or on any parts of my face. Okay, ladies, I'm taking Iman pressed powder and an angle brush from MAC, and I'm going to sweep that in there, and I'm going to remove the banana powder. And this right here basically brings some color back after the powder has set, so you don't look ashy. And I remove that all over my face. Next, I'm taking this bronzer from MAC with a blush brush, and I am applying it on my cheekbone to give me a very natural look, and I smile to apply that. You can apply the way that you do, but I like to smile, and sometimes I like to start at the top of the bone. But I'm placing just a little bit on the bone to give me a very natural glow. Next, I'm taking the Becker highlighter and a eyeshadow brush, and I am tapping that across the top of my bone and on the side of my face as a highlighter to give me a nice golden glow with that. I learned how to put little cluster lashes on. I do not know how to act. Have a good day, everyone.